Good morning, well, this is Ivan Amara. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made 2 days ago. Yeah, so instead of making a video tomorrow, Wednesday, I'll just make a video today, and then my next video, I'll make maybe next Wednesday. I'll do maybe 3 to 4 videos every 2 weeks, occasionally, but I'm not doing the everyday thing as I promised. Yesterday, I didn't make a video for you guys, right? I'll make a video today. Then my next video I'll make maybe next Tuesday, next Wednesday. Then I might make another video maybe Sunday or something like that. But I'm not doing a daily vlog thing at the Publix anymore for you guys as what. Now I just go to the Publix, I don't vlog there. You look a bit skinnier. Yeah, I probably lost a good 7 to 8, 9 pounds, whatever it is. By this Sunday I should have lost 9 to 10 pounds. That's why when you see me I look a little bit skinnier. Right? I lost 7 pounds. I was 267 before I went to the pool place, and after that I was 260 when I weighed myself. I think I'm gonna take tomorrow off work. I don't want to work tomorrow, man. Yeah. Well, I want to focus on other stuff in my life, my mental health, and BJ's annoying crying. I want to just right now. My main thing is working out, man. I want to just work out and lose the weight because I have more important things in my life. I want to focus on, obviously. Yeah. So I decided to make a video for you guys today, but tomorrow I will not make a video. Then my next video I'll make maybe. I could do a video maybe Sunday. This Sunday, then after that I'll do a video the following Wednesday, then maybe I'll do maybe 4 to 5 videos in 2 weeks. Occasionally. I'm not doing the everyday thing like I did this year, right? Because I've been pumping out videos every day for the past year, right? You guys are used to it, but now I don't do the everyday thing. But I'll still be doing occasional stuff. But I'm gonna kind of disappear. You see me occasionally, you know what I'm saying? You guys will see my weight loss. I'll post episode 45. When it's episode 45, episode 50, I will now make the vlog and you guys will see my updated process of me losing the weight, obviously. Yeah. We just banging the guy. That's why I can't take that woman seriously. She's fucking crazy, man. Oh, God. Fucking psycho, that woman. BJ is crazy. She's a crazy woman. Retarded justice. She's crazy. Why even, man? Why don't you do the everyday thing? Because I'm not gonna have you guys do like that, man. I'll be making videos, but it'll be occasionally now. It's not every day like before. You guys yell user. You want to keep me VJ behind the scenes, or me VJ kept behind the scenes, or King Queen. I'm not gonna do that, man. No way. I'm sorry. Get what you deserve. There you go. I'm not gonna have you doing that. There you go. Sorry. Are you going to pool live? Yeah, I'll go at 3. I don't know, 3:30. I'll go to the pool place at 3 at the pool place. I'm not vlogging there. I'm gonna just do my swim and I'm not gonna vlog for you guys. Get what you deserve. Alright, man, your vlogs are sick. I know, but I'm not vlogging anymore, man. Gary fucking deserves it. You wanna keep me behind the scenes? Yeah, fuck you, Ivan. Yeah, fuck you too. You wanna keep me behind the scenes? I don't get paid for this thing. I'm gonna make those for you. Keep you guys happy. You guys are fucking great people. I'm not making any vlogs for you anymore. Well, Ivan, you said you were. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm not making any vlogs for you guys. You fucking deserve it. There you go. Did you really like Emmanuel when you worked at Hoover? Yeah, I did. I liked her a lot, man. Yeah. Ivan, who's the biggest crush you ever had on a chick? The blonde chick at Darcy was my biggest crush. Or you can argue Emmanuel. Emmanuel was harder than the blonde chick at Darcy, right? It was pretty close, but I found Emmanuel is one of the most attractive chicks I've ever seen. She's a very, you guys know what she looks like. I have the keys though. She's a very, very, if you guys saw her, if I dated her and I posted a picture of me and her together, VJ saw her, VJ would be amazed. Yeah, like Emmanuel's fucking, she's a beautiful chick. Yeah, she is. She's not VJ. She's normal to wear VJ, but she's a very attractive chick, obviously. Yeah. And I did like her, obviously, but she rejected me, man. Back in the day, she rejected me, obviously. That's why Ivan has a sad life. Yeah, man. There's other stuff in my life I can talk about, but I don't want to talk about it because it's embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed to talk about it, obviously. Other stuff in my life that happened in my life, obviously. And VJ knows what I want to do. Yeah, I know all your embarrassing stuff in your life. Yeah, VJ knows the embarrassing stuff in my life. She knows me inside now. Yeah, I know everything that happened in your life. Yeah, VJ knows everything that happened in my life. And I had an embarrassing life. I'm not going to talk about it. But I had an embarrassing life, obviously. Ivan has a sad life. Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, Emmanuel's the first chick you ever asked on a date. Yeah. She's the first chick I actually man up when I asked her, man, 2 years ago, 2023. That scared me. But she rejected me and I said no. She rejected me and she said no, obviously. Yeah. I told you my story, right? Yeah. She rejected me and she said no, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't get it. If you're white and you're special, how come Emmanuel rejected you? Whereas VJ, she's garbage and trash, and yet all the guys go after her. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. The two my two answers would be Emmanuel was trying to play the bad girl. She was trying to play the bad girl, obviously. Oh my god, Ivan was why asked me on a date. There's actually three answers, and the second reason is even though I'm handsome, obviously, when I asked Emmanuel, I was like 290 back then. I was a fat kid. Even though Ivan's handsome, he's fat and bloated. He doesn't take care of himself, and his teeth are gross. That could have turned her off a little bit. I don't think that's a bigger reason. And the third reason, Emmanuel knows. Yeah, Ivan's why. If I go on a date with him, the demons can manifest, obviously. Yeah. Obviously. Because I told you, even though Victoria Justice is a part of the crazy drama, which is my special perfect wife, the bigger drama is with Ivan, because Ivan is the perfect man. He's God. And PJ knows that, yeah, Ivan. Even though I'm a part of the crazy drama, your perfect wife, and all those men went after me and they're obsessed with everything. I know with you is on another level where you got to keep it low key. Yeah, you got to keep it low key with Ivan when you date Ivan. Yeah, man. Because I'm fucking special, obviously. Yeah. Is it crazy with VJ? It is crazy with VJ, whereby all the guys went after her and they're obsessed with her. Yeah, Ivan, they were fucking obsessed with me, and those men probably had some fights too over VJ. But with me, it's so crazy, whereby you gotta keep it low key. You can't tell anybody, like nobody can know about you and your date, your girlfriend Ivan. And Emmanuel knew, yeah, I can't go on a date with Ivan in the public. The demons are gonna manifest, and that's another reason why she rejected me. Because I remember there was one time, obviously, I was working. You know what I'm saying? I was working at Ho 40, obviously. Emmanuel was working, obviously. And I remember she was working in the fruit place, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And she took her hand. Like when I was walking next to her, when I was walking behind her, she took her hand and she did this. She did this behind me like that. She did this. You know what I'm saying? I know the message was meant towards me because I was walking and she just took out her hand. She did this, obviously, because she knows. Yeah, I can't date Ivan in the public. You know, yeah, but Emmanuel, had I dated you, I would have kept it low key. I never would have told anyone, obviously. But she knew it's what it's risky and dangerous dating Ivan O'Mara, obviously. And she knows Ivan has a wife. Victoria Justice is crazy, obviously. But Victoria Justice threw her this psychotic thought. And she's like, okay, let's go then. Yeah, I heard her say that. And Victoria Justice said something. I don't know what VJ said, but she obviously said something. Emmanuel's like, okay, well, let's go then. Yeah, she told VJ that. She's a fucking crazy woman, yeah. Yeah. Obviously. But at 194, I will get my girlfriend. Because I believe one reason why Emmanuel rejected me. I believe one reason why Emmanuel rejected me, obviously, because even though I'm wide and I'm handsome, I was like 290 back then. I was fat. Fatter than I even am. You guys saw my stomach. I was fat, man. I was like almost 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And Ivan doesn't take care of his teeth too. His teeth are gross. And I want to play the bad girl. And she knows that Ivan's special, the demon. That's why she did that to me. She did that to me, obviously. But she still could have dated me. We could have kept it low key. But Emmanuel wanted to play the bad girl, obviously, right? Yeah. But I know she regrets rejecting me, obviously. I remember one time I heard her, she's like, yeah, I'm so fucking stupid. Yeah, she said that. I was talking, she was working. She's like, man, I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm so fucking stupid. Yeah, she obviously regrets rejecting me, obviously. But I remember when she rejected me, then the very next day I was when I went home, I was very depressed. I was sad and all stuff. I just listened to music and I was depressed and I was sad. You know what I'm saying? Because Emmanuel rejected me, obviously. I liked her too. And I remember the next day I was working. You know what I'm saying? She's like, hi, Ivan. She said hi, you know what I'm saying? She tried to make me feel real. She said very hi in an exciting way. She's like, hi, Ivan. Hi, by the way, Ivan. How you doing? Yeah, she told me that. Yeah. But she gave me attitude many times when I talked to her. Yeah. Because Emmanuel's a bitchy chick, obviously. She has a bitchy personality. Emmanuel has a bitchy personality, yeah. But she was an attractive chick. And videos about, yeah, I know what Emmanuel looks like, man. She's a beautiful woman, yeah, she is. She's a very attractive chick. Yeah. She's hot, man. Very hot. Yeah. That's why Victoria Justice was happy, and she told Emmanuel, yeah, if you touch my husband, I'm gonna fucking put you in the hospital, I'm gonna fucking kill you and everything. And Emmanuel was like, okay, let's go then. Yeah, she told me to do that. She's crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a bitch, man. Even when I'm banging all these guys, if my baby, why I don't want you touching. I don't want you touching. Like I don't want you touching Ivan. Yeah, she's crazy. Emmanuel was okay. Let's go then. Yeah, she told me that. Yeah, you guys know VJ has the keys. Yeah, Ivan. Yeah, she told Emmanuel that she threw her specifically the thought because VJ has the keys like me, and Emmanuel read VJ's noise or her keys. She's like, okay, let's go then. Yeah, she told VJ that. I know it was VJ because she was talking to herself. She just said something like, okay, let's go then. Yeah, she said something now. I'm like, is he talking to herself? I'm like, no, it's VJ's keys. VJ threw her the thought because VJ's a crazy woman. I'm not gonna let that woman do that. You're gonna keep banning guys because you have every right to get my girlfriend. I'm not, you got no way there you go. As of right now, I'm gonna get a girlfriend, but I know when I pay the VJ, I'm gonna save you and everything. We're gonna start Scotch and Damon together, but former king and queen. But as of right now, I'm not gonna have you do that. By no way. You had your first trip, boy. I deserve to have my girlfriend do. That's how it works. Some Sarah. Emma. We're gonna get a coffee, guys, in 10 minutes. I'll go upstairs and get my coffee. But there's no cream though, right? Yeah. There's no cream. There's no cream. There's no cream. Emmanuel did this. Yeah, she did. When she dated me, she took her hands and she put her hands like where her ass was, and she did this. Yeah. She would send me a message. Yeah, Ivan. Like the yeah. I know she regrets rejecting me, obviously. Yeah. And she obviously told all her friends. She told Tony, as you guys saw in the vlog, right? Tony's like, yeah, she told me Ivan. She's like, yeah, Ivan asked me on a date. She bragged obviously to her friends when I asked her on a date. And then she's like, yeah, I rejected Ivan, obviously. Yeah. Because she wanted to play the bad girl. And I believe my physical health had a part to play with it. I was like 290 back then, and I was almost 300 pounds. 280, 290. I was fatter than I was now. And then later on, I decided to that's when I decided to lose weight. Yeah, Ivan, you gotta lose weight. 2023, when I got my first touch up for my hair, I decided, okay, I gotta lose weight. And so far, I lost 30 pounds in 2 years. There's progress, but I didn't go all the way. But back then, I was very inconsistent. I started going on the treadmill for maybe 3 weeks, and I stopped going. And I did the walking thing. The walking thing didn't work. And finally, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get my membership. I gotta go to the pool place 7 days a week. And I've been going 24 days. This is my 24th day, 25th day. 24th and 25th day straight. I'm going to the pool place at 3 o'clock today. I'm gonna swim, yeah. At the pool place today, right? Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, when you heard when Emmanuel was younger, yes, I was. And I felt like coming out, obviously. I almost cummed out because of the fuck up in the head, obviously. Yeah. Why do you feel like coming out? Yeah, I did. When I was asking Emmanuel if she wanted to go on a date with me, I almost felt like coming out because I'm fucked up in the head. I was nervous and I was scared of the rejection. I had my phone ready, the contact thing ready and everything. I asked her and she's like, sorry. She said no. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'll see you tomorrow. And I went to the change room and I changed. I felt like coming up, man, because I'm fucked up in the head. And I went home and I was sad and I listened to music all day. I was depressed, and I made the video obviously on my YouTube channel. You guys know the story, right? I got rejected. I forget now what exactly she told me then. This is 2 years ago, but you guys all remember when I made my listening series 2 years ago. I got rejected, man. Yeah, man. And she said, yeah, she'd be my girlfriend, obviously. Why? Because she moved to Montreal, obviously. And I believe if I dated her, because I'm so special, if her family moved to Montreal, she might have maybe stayed in Alma for me. Or she would have told me to move to Montreal with her. Ivan, come move to Montreal. Like, you can get a job and you can a roommate or something like that. Yeah, she might have told me that because I'm special. Or not, I don't know. Would you have moved to Montreal, Ivan? It depends how much I liked her, obviously. If I didn't like her that much, I wouldn't have moved to Montreal. Probably not. I was like, nah, man, I'm not moving to Montreal. I don't like Montreal, man. Yeah, Montreal is a crowded, filthy. Montreal's a New York of Canada, man. It's a filthy city. Montreal's not that clean of a city in Canada. It's filthy. And it's fucking French. But it's also pretty English over there too, right, Montreal, right? Yeah. I'm sorry? Yeah. Do you like the Dinty chick more or Emmanuel? That's a tough one. The Dinty chick, man. The Dinty chick, I actually like her a lot. I like her more than Emmanuel. She's just as hot as Emmanuel. The morning one. The evening one, you can argue Emmanuel is a bit harder than her. But I kind of find the morning chick a bit harder than the evening chick. In a way, it's like a back and forth, obviously. But the morning chick, she's a very attractive chick. Like in terms of the face, her and Emmanuel are like equals. But Emmanuel arguably has a bit of a nice. She's a bit of a smaller chick. Emmanuel arguably has a bit of a nicer body. Emmanuel's very fit and everything, but Emmanuel has a bitchy personality. That's why I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She has the looks, but she's bitchy. Her personality's bitchy. That's why I like the other chick more. Because the other chick is actually very attractive. Just as attractive as Emmanuel. If I showed you guys the pictures of both of them, it would be a back and forth between the two chicks, obviously. Some people will say Emmanuel is hotter, some people will say the other chick's hotter. But if you met both of them and you got to know them, most guys I think would probably end up choosing the Dinty chick because the Dinty chick has a more attractive personality. That chick is a sweetheart. I talk to her more. Whereas Emmanuel is hot, but she's bitchy. She has a bitchy personality, so Sarah. She's bitchy, yeah. Emmanuel. Emmanuel's a bitchy chick. Like the Dinty chick never gave me attitude. Emmanuel gave me attitude, man. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting down one day at work. You know what I'm saying? I talked to her on break, obviously. I was sitting down having a smoke. And I was talking to her about getting her license. She's like, yeah, I went for my license, but I didn't finish. I want to finish my license. I'm like, yeah, me too. I want to finish my license soon. All stuff, I'm saying. I'm saying. And she's like, how old are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm 30. Back then, I was what, 31? I'm like, yeah, I'm 31. She's like, you're 31? Like, and you actually, I'm only 18. Like, are you crazy? I'm only 18. I'm like, whoa, man, relax. I'm like, I didn't know you were 18. I thought you were maybe 22, 23, 21. Yeah. But if you're 18, you're of age to date because you're now an adult, obviously. But yes, she did have a point. A 31-year-old dating an 18-year-old is a bit there's a huge age gap, obviously, but I mean, you're of age to date. Like, Reeve Carney is like 11 years old in VJ, man. Reeve Carney's like in his 40s now. He was like 33 around there when VJ dated him, and VJ was like 23 at the time. Yeah, Reeve's like 10 years old in VJ. But the difference is Victoria Justice was 23. A 23-year-old is more mature than an 18-year-old woman, obviously. But Emmanuel is very mature for her age, obviously. But back now she's 20. She's 20 now. Back then she was 18, obviously. But she was of age to date. Like, I wouldn't go to prison if I dated Emmanuel because she's 18. If she's below 18, you can go to prison for that. But Emmanuel was 18 years old. She was of age to date when I asked her on a date, obviously. She was of age to date when I asked her. Emmanuel. On a date. Hence why I had a sad life, and hence why I was so determined. I'm like, yeah, I wanted to lose weight to kind of get back at her, you know what I'm saying? But she ended up leaving last year, obviously. But she does come by Elmer. Like, Tony tells me she comes by Elmer occasionally and she hangs out with Tony, because Tony is good friends with Emmanuel. As you guys, he has her number now, her number, and everything. He's good friends with her. They smoke weed together and everything, and yeah. Some Sarah. She even told me, yeah, me and Tony are friends. We smoke weed together and everything. Emmanuel told me that. She told me that, yeah. Yeah. Why did she give you attitude many times? Yeah, she did. Hence why I find the dentist chick who works mornings. I believe she works Tuesdays. I'm gonna ask the manager if I can work Tuesdays instead of Wednesdays. I think the chick I like still works Tuesdays. But I told the manager I want to work Wednesdays. I should have told him Tuesdays. I know she used to work Tuesdays. Obviously. But I do find her more attractive than Emmanuel, the other chick. Because she's attractive, and she's a very nice woman. She has her tracker was nice. Emmanuel has the looks, but she's bitchy, man. And she even told me, yeah, I can be a bitch. I can be a bit dry sometimes. She admitted to me, I can be a bitch. I can be a bit dry sometimes. She told me that. I remember, I'm like, yeah, she got a new tattoo. I'm like, yeah, I like your tattoo. And she lashed out at me in front of everyone at work. She's like, excuse me, you're making me feel very uncomfortable. You know, she said it out loud. Everyone in the kitchen heard her. You know what I'm saying? And they're all like, holy shit, man, relax, man. Ivan just is complimenting your tattoo and you're lashing out. You're making me feel very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And the Coco 40 boss, he looked at me. He's like, damn. Yeah. Ivan has a sad life. Yes, I do, man. I have a sad life, man. Yeah. He's like, damn. Yeah, so you're making me feel very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember one time I was talking to her when I was eating my lunch. I sat right next. She was sitting down. I sat right next to her. I was eating my lunch outside, and I was talking to her and everything. And I asked her, I'm like, yeah, do you have any plans, like going on vacation? She gave me attitude. Like, yeah, I'm not comfortable talking about my vacational plans and everything. I'm like, man, what I do to you, man? Why are you being such a bitch, man? Yeah, man. I'm like, this girl's fucking crazy. Yeah. She's crazy, that one. And when she left last year, she left like a year ago in July. They're like, yeah, Ivan, Emmanuel doesn't work anymore. Oh, she doesn't work anymore? Yeah, I'm done with her. Me and her not happening, obviously. Yeah. I did see her this year. Or was it last year? I don't remember. It was towards the end of last year, 2024. She came by Coco Fruity with her friends from Montreal, because Montreal is not far from Elmer. It's only like a 1.5 hour drive. It's not that far, right? And what? She came by and she cut her hair now. Yeah, when you guys saw me talking to Tony, You know what I'm saying? In my vlog, obviously. Yeah, Tony told me he thinks she's hotter with the short hair. She's still beautiful with the short hair, but I'm like, yeah, man, why'd you cut your? I don't. I'm not a fan of the GI Joe thing, man. Like Emmanuel has like the GI Joe look now with the hair. Yeah, yeah. She cut her hair like short. She still looks beautiful with the short hair and everything, but I prefer her with the long hair. Because I don't like women with short hair. I like women with long hair. But Tony's Ivan, and I beg to differ. Man. I think she looks better with the short hair. I'm like, nah, Tony. She looks better with long hair. She cut her hair. Obviously. But I told you, me and Emmanuel are over. It's not happening. She rejected me 2 years ago and she moved to Montreal. And it's me and her are done. And I wouldn't want to date a woman like that. Like I think if I date her, me and her would have had like a lot of arguments because she has a bitchy personality. Emmanuel. I'm sorry. She has a bitchy personality. Yeah. Why? Do you think Denise chick is hot than Emmanuel? Yes, I do. Obviously. In terms of looks, they're like equals. Because the Denise chick has a very attractive face. Emmanuel has a very attractive face, but the personality is also a big key to men and women. There's some men who are very attractive, but they don't. They're dicks. They don't really have a really good personality. For the woman, especially too, like there's some women who are very attractive, but if they have a bitchy personality, some guys won't like them, right? Emmanuel has all the looks and everything. You know what I'm saying? If you saw her, oh my god, she's a very attractive chick. Like Raw Burnett would, if he saw her, he would think she's very attractive because she's a redhead. Well, she's not really a redhead. She's a brunette. She's a red, obviously. Raw Burnett's like, I like redheads. I'm saying, yeah, like Raw Burnett would think she's very attractive. Well, she has a bitchy personality, man. She's a bitchy chick, man. Whereas the Dinty chick is not bitchy like that. And the one who works evenings is not bitchy either. She's also very nice too. I find the morning one a little bit hotter than the one who works evenings. You can argue, but it's like a tie. They're like back and forth, right? Just depends on how you look at it, obviously. Don't hate him, son. Yeah, yeah. And Vee knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, Emmanuel was a beautiful woman. Because I have the keys with her justice knows, obviously. Yeah, she was beautiful. I mean, like, fuck, man, I don't want to even dating that hot chick. That's gonna piss me off, man. That's why Victoria Justice threw her this iconic thought. If you touch my husband, bitch, I know what I'm saying. I'm gonna fucking kill you and everything. And she's like, okay, let's go then. Yeah. She told, Emmanuel told her that. VJ's crazy, right? She's a crazy woman. Yeah, man. VJ, leave me alone, man. Don't you dare try and sabotage me getting my girlfriend when you're gonna keep seeing all these hot men running back. I'm not gonna have you do that, man. No way, man. I've been through enough in my life. I had a sad life. I'm not gonna have you doing that, man, and have you sabotage me getting a girlfriend. You're fucking crazy, man. I'm sorry, man. You're wired, man. Baby. I don't want you touching. Well, how about you stop seeing the guys? Oh, I'm a selfish bitch. I like them too. Well, yeah, you have no idea. I like the moments with these guys, but I don't want you having one with one woman because you're selfish. I only want you having one with me. I'm like, yeah, but Vijay, that virgin dream of Ivan is not happening. The world's gonna make me pay, man. They're gonna turn me into porn. So there's no point in me saying my vagina, Vijay. You know it. You're not worthy of vagina America because you're a wicked sinner. There you go. Vijay's rapid eye because you're a wicked sinner. Today she was crying to me. I just ignored her and I put the music on. So I told Justice is a crazy I got a woman. Yeah, man. Yeah. She's a crazy I got a woman. Yeah, give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee. I'll be back in a sec. Scary don't laugh a lot. You guys doing the show? Don't hate him, son. Scary don't only laugh a lot. Yeah, guys, they didn't make the coffee yet. So I'm not going to what? I did not get my coffee. They did not make the coffee yet. It's coffee from yesterday, but it's old. It's old coffee, like old cold coffee. I'm not drinking that shit. That's fucking gross. And upstairs smells rotten. I think there's something rotten in the fridge. It smells rotten upstairs, like rotten eggs. It's fucking gross, man. Yeah, man. You know when food in your fridge goes bad, yeah, and you get the rotten smell. Yeah, be careful about stuff, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Why seriously, man, is Emmanuel an attractive chick? Yeah, she is, man. She's hot. She's one of the most attractive chicks I've ever seen in my life. Not in my life, but in Elmer, she's one of the most attractive chicks I've seen in Elmer, man. I remember one time for Halloween. Yeah, Halloween 2023. The waiters they all wore costumes, and she dressed up as a witch, and she wore like her black pants. You know what I'm saying? She wore like her hat, and her hair was like long, it was straight. You know what I'm saying? And she wore this shirt, and she was looking really hot that day, man. Yeah, because she wore like the street clothes. Because usually I see her in her waiter uniform, and she wore the street clothes, and she looked very hot and everything, fit and everything. Even Hacky's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Before she left, yeah, I remember Hacky. He's like, damn, yeah. That day, I remember this was 2 years ago in Halloween of 2023. She looked fucking hot, obviously. She has the looks, but once you get to know her, man, she has a bitchy personality, which can be a bit of a turnoff, right? Yeah. She has a bit of a bitchy personality, Manuel. Yeah. She has a bit of a bitchy personality. Emmanuel. Yeah. You look skinnier. Yeah, I lost like seven those pounds, man. That's why I look a bit skinnier, obviously, right? And I've been watching out what I eat. Yesterday I did cheat a little bit. I ate Subway, but all I ate was a little plate of breakfast. I had a little plate of rice, and at nighttime I had my Subway, and that's it. And today I'm gonna eat my breakfast, whatever they make for breakfast, and I'm gonna eat maybe like one little plate of rice, and that's it. And at 3 o'clock I'm gonna go to the pull place. I'm gonna get my pack of smokes. Yeah. Pack of smokes. Yeah. Yeah. So Sarah. Yeah. I'll make like a 1 hour 30 minute video, guys. That's good enough. We make a video tomorrow? No. Instead of making a video tomorrow, I decide to make a video today. Tuesday, and then my next video I'll make maybe Saturday, Sunday. Then my next one I'll make Wednesday, and then I'll make another one maybe Saturday. And obviously, we do maybe 4 videos in 2 weeks for you guys. That's good enough. I'm not doing everyday thing anymore. You get deserve, man. So it's occasional now. I'm not doing everyday videos anymore. I'm not doing the everyday vlogs for you guys either. Because they finally hit me. I'm like, yeah, the world's duped me, man. Like they did this evil to me They lock the doors on me, and they keep me behind the scenes, and they act like these are my wife. And I'm making all these vlogs with them, and they're all excited watching the videos, and I don't get paid for this. I'm not gonna have to go do that. I don't wait, man. God, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you too. You get you fucking deserve. You want to keep Ivan O'Mara behind the scenes. Ivan O'Mara's kept behind the scenes. You get you fucking deserve, man. And the folks like Ivan delete your videos. Yeah, I'm not making daily videos for you anymore. You get what you deserve. And you better enjoy these series watching that, because while I'm king, I'm not coming back on this Avatar channel. Peace and out, VJ. Because I'm gonna forget about this channel. As I'm now trending with Victoria Justice. And VJ's blue, she's a special woman. When I'm with her, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be happy, and I'm gonna forget about this channel when I'm with VJ. I'm actually in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, with a woman like that. Yeah, I'm gonna forget about this channel, obviously. Yeah. Because like, yeah, if I know what Emmanuel is like, man, she's a beautiful woman. I guess she is. She's a beautiful woman. I'm saying. Yeah. Just like Person 40 is a very attractive guy, obviously. Person 40 is arguably the most attractive boyfriend VJ had, right? Out of all her boyfriends, I'd say Person 40 is the most attractive boyfriend VJ had, obviously. More attractive than Reeve Carney, Evan Berger, Taylor. Well, Taylor Lautner was like a fling, right? But I mean, Nicholas Hugh, Josh Hutchinson, Ryan Rotman. Person 40 was the most attractive boyfriend VJ had, obviously. Yeah. Like, I see pictures of Person 40 to VJ, I'm like, yeah, I know why VJ liked him. Person's a very attractive guy. He's not me, but because he's very attractive, even I get intimidated when I see him. Like, man, like, sometimes I wonder, like, how the fuck is VJ crying at me, but all these guys in Hollywood are fucking attractive. Because I have self-esteem issues, obviously. But Victoria does say, yeah, even though they're very attractive, Ivan, they're garbage and trash, and they're not you, man. Like, you're a divine heavenly man from the heavens, obviously, and you're fresh and healthy. Whereas even though they're attractive, they're garbage and trash, and they're not me. I'm very handsome. I'm the perfect man. Oh, handsome, yeah. I'm the perfect man. Yeah, man. Yeah, but when I see you in your YouTube videos, like you look like a kid and everything. Yeah, what you guys see on my YouTube channel, this is not really how I look like. As you guys saw my vlogs, right? When you see my vlogs, I look more mature. I look in the mirror and everything. Yeah. For some reason, when I make reels on this phone, I look like this kid, obviously. But when I look in the mirror, and all stuff, I look mature and everything. When I vlog and everything, I look more mature too. Obviously, as you guys saw, obviously, right? You see a difference, obviously. Yeah, Ivan has different looks. I have many different looks. Just like VJ has many different looks too. We have different personalities, different characteristics, me and VJ. We have many different looks. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Would VJ think the Disney chick is attractive? Yeah, she would. If she saw a picture of her, she'd, yeah, I mean, she's a beautiful woman. Yeah, Victoria Justice knows what Emmanuel is like. Yeah, I mean, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. Yeah, she is. Emmanuel's a beautiful woman. She's not Victoria Justice, but she's beautiful, obviously, right? Yeah. But she's not VJ, right? Like, I see Emmanuel talking and everything. Like, yeah, she's hot, but she's not VJ, right? She's not Victoria Justice. But she's an attractive chick, but she has a bitchy personality. Fucking bitchy. Yeah. And the Dinty chick is more mature than Emmanuel. She's like 20, I think 24. The Dinty chick. The evening chick is younger. She's like 22. Whereas the morning chick is like 24. She just graduated university, so she's probably about 24 years old. 23, 24. Whereas Emmanuel now is like 20. So she's more mature than Emmanuel, the Dipsy chick, obviously. But the Dipsy chick is also very young. That's how you know I'm old, man. All these waitresses and all that, they're all Gen Zs who are like 21, 22, 23. Like back in 2000, 2003, when I was a kid, they were all born, those people. That's how you know, because I'm a millennial. I'm not a Gen Z. I'm a millennial. I was born in 1992. I'm a millennial. Obviously. I'm a later millennial, though. A younger millennial. Like, I was born around the time the Gen Zs were. I was born around the time the Gen Zs were born. Like, Gen Zs, I think, are 1997 and up. So if you're born in 1997 and up, you're like a Gen Z. If you're born in like 96, 95, 92, 90, you're a millennial. All the way to like 1977, you're a millennial. And anything after that is Gen Xers, and you have baby boomers, and you have the silent generation. Like George Lucas, he's a silent generation. In the 40s, yeah, the silent generation. I don't know what generations before that, obviously. Yeah. Because the guy, but Emmanuel wasn't a very attractive. I guess she was. Victoria doesn't know what I'm talking about. I have the keys. She's a beautiful woman, Emmanuel. Very beautiful, obviously. And the chick I like, I think, is beautiful too. Both the ones I like. The evening one's also very beautiful too. The one who works mornings is beautiful too. They're attractive chicks, obviously. I really think that Diddy's chick is harder than Emmanuel because of because she has a more attractive personality. I give her the edge over Emmanuel. But in terms of just basic looks, you can argue Emmanuel is hotter if you saw both of them together. But it'd be like a back and forth. It just depends on your taste, obviously. But if you had a conversation with him, that's a different story. Emmanuel doesn't have that attractive personality. She has the bitchy personality, which can be a turn off to a lot of men, right? But because she's hot, she can pick up a lot of guys. Oh yeah, she's fucking hot. I fuck this chick. But she has the bitchy personality. Yeah. Obviously, and she does have a bit of a nicer body than the Diddy chick, Emmanuel. The Diddy chick is she has a bit of a smaller body. She's fit too, though. She has nice body and everything, but she's a bit thinner than Emmanuel. Whereas Emmanuel's fit. She has like the, you know what I'm saying? Yes, she's fit. She's very fit. I didn't know she was that fit until she wore the street clothes on Halloween, and she looked really good, man. She was fit. She wore by Hacky's like, damn. Before she left, I remember that. Yeah, she was looking really good that day. She was a witch. She was a witch in witch for Halloween, right? Because Coco Fruit, they do a thing for Halloween. All the waiters, they wear like Halloween costumes, and she was dressed up as a witch. She wore her street clothes and the witch hat and everything. Yeah, hopefully they do that for Christmas, for Halloween. They do that, right? Where they wear costumes and everything. Yeah. Yeah. They didn't make coffee yet. I'm gonna go upstairs to see if they made my coffee. Why? Who do you want to go for? There's three women I want to go for. The chick at the chick at Elmer Bar. I think she has a boyfriend. Obviously, my younger stepbrother asked her for a number. She rejected him. He told me the story. My younger stepbrother. But I remember when I used to go to Elmer Bar back in 2016, 17, 18, I used to see her all the time. I talked to her all the time at the bar. Hence why when I made that vlog, a vlog at Elmer Bar, you heard her say, she's like, hello, Ivan. Yeah, she knows me. That was a chick. That's a chick who I want to go for, obviously. I knew her since like 15. She's been working there for years, like 10 years now. Yeah, that's why when I went there, she recognized me. She's like, hi, Ivan. Like, you heard her say Ivan. Yeah, that's the chick. I'm like, that's her. Whatever. Yeah, that's the chick. And there's a dentist chick who works mornings. And then there's the chick who works evenings. But the evening chick is most likely not happening because I don't work evenings at Denny's anymore, right? I work mornings and that's it. Yeah. I work mornings. And that's it. Yeah. Those are the 3 women I want to go for. And if I meet another chick, I'll go for another chick too. Yeah. But you gotta spit your game, Ivan. Once you lose the weight, Ivan, you gotta spit your game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm more comfortable with the Diddy chick I am, Emmanuel. Emmanuel made me feel very scared and uncomfortable because she was very bitchy towards me. Hence why I was very scared to talk to her and everything. Because I was scared she always gave me attitude. Whereas the Diddy chick, I talked to her, she's nice to me, and she talked to me and everything. I manned up. You know, and I was washing dishes. This is like a month and a half ago when she worked. I was washing dishes and she was drinking her coffee near the coffee area. And I went out to her and I started talking to her. I was a bit nervous and shy. I'm Ivan, the how you unsquare yourself is by talking. You gotta practice your talking. I was talking to her, obviously. I was a bit sloppy with my talking, but I know, Ivan, if you practice, man, I know deep down I have the game. I have the game, obviously. That you guys, I'm an amazing speaker. Yeah, Ivan's the kind of guy, if he went on a date with a woman and he spat his game, the woman would be so attractive because Ivan's funny. I know how to make a woman laugh, and I have a very attractive personality. As in Darcy, I was the funniest man in the school. Everyone always known Ivan as the funny guy, obviously, in high school, right? Yeah. Yeah, Ivan was the funniest guy in high school. Yes, I was. I was a funny guy, very funny. It wasn't until after high school, when you were square in high school, yes, I was, but I wasn't square as I am now. In my adult years, I got more square because I kind of isolated myself. I got depressed. I thought I hadn't seen everything, so that's why. You know what I'm saying? I was no longer that guy that I was in high school. In high school, I had friends. I was funny. I was so funny that people were copying my gimmicks, man. Everyone around the school was copying Ivan's gimmicks. I used to say leave, never again. I would do facial expressions, and everyone at school would copy my gimmicks. That's how funny I was. Yeah, I was a very funny kid. Everyone would laugh their ass off, man. It was crazy. Everyone's laughing. Yeah, they're laughing. I now understand why they're all laughing because I have the God, you know. I'm a funny guy. I didn't know I was God back then. In my adult years, I isolated myself. I was kind of just depressed. I didn't have any friends. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until I started making YouTube videos that's when I knew, oh my God, I'm an amazing speaker. And I'm fucking naturally funny when I speak. And I don't know why everyone at Darcy laughed and everything because I'm fucking God. I have the God, you know, obviously. And Victoria Justice likes funny guys. I want a guy to make me laugh. I like weird guys who are funny. And Ivan is the epitome of funny. I'm fucking naturally funny. That's why VG is very attractive to me because I'm a baby. And I'm a naturally funny guy. As when I speak on YouTube, I'm naturally funny, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm naturally funny, yeah. Some Sarah. Emma. That's funny. Emma. Almost like I'll talk for maybe 30 minutes. I'm done here. You guys will enjoy the show on my YouTube channel, my Savage YouTube channel. Yeah. Ivan, why doesn't VJ make videos for you guys? Because VJ knows you guys are wicked people, man. VJ has no interest. Yeah, I have no idea. VJ will do Instagram lives here and there. She'll do shorts. She'll upload a lot of Instagram shorts and everything. Victoria Justice does barely post his shit. The only thing you get of VJ in Hollywood is her interviews. But Victoria Justice is not doing the Adam Murray thing whereby she's pumping out videos every day for the world. Because Victoria Justice knows you guys are wicked people. She doesn't care about you guys. Victoria Justice, all she cares about is me. Being with Ivan. Being with Ivan Lemaire, her husband. She doesn't care about you guys. You guys are wicked people. Yeah. And you guys thought oh my god, Ivan's putting out videos every day. Maybe he might pump up videos on my guys. Like, I'm not gonna have you do that, man. I lost the will to pump up videos with you guys. Like, I'm not doing that for you guys anymore. You gotta be fucking zero. There's a reason why I'm not vlogging every day anymore. Yeah, the world's duping me. They're granted full cake. I'm lying, man. How do you guys do that, man? When I'm poor, I make videos. When I'm king, I don't make videos for you. And Victoria Justice will tell me, Ivan, do not make any videos for the world. Zero. We're not getting paid for this. The world gets to zero. They want to keep me behind the scenes. We're kept behind the scenes. Yeah. And I'm going to forget about this channel, guys, when I'm king. And you guys will even forget about my channel when I'm king, right? Yeah, man. You guys will even forget about my channel when I'm king. As me and VJ are going to be trending every day, like hot now, for 250 videos and pictures. Videos and pictures of like the fans talking to us on their phones on the streets and all that stuff. And the pictures trending, man. That's much better. Seeing all those pictures and all those videos is much better than my stupid Savos channel, man. And we're now movie stars. We start Scotch Entertainment. You saw Scotch Entertainment together, me and VJ. And what? So we're now models being featured in magazine shoots. We signed that mega deal with Amazon, 9-10 deal with Amazon. Like, me and VJ are gonna forget about Savos channel, man. Yeah, man. Some Sarah. Yeah. I'm now in a relationship with a woman like that. With VJ, who's blue, she's special, man. VJ will make, even though the world made me pain, I'll be a bit sad and everything, and VJ's a bit sad. Victoria Justice will cure my fucked up mind, and she'll make me happy, and I will make VJ happy too, because I'm the cure to VJ's happiness too, obviously. Victoria Justice can't do without me. And she cries psychotically every day, every night to me, because she's fucking crazy, that woman, man. Yeah. That's why I put the rule, don't separate her from me and don't touch her. If you have all the animals go after Victoria Justice, she'll become a whore, she'll keep fucking them. And she'll now become psychotic, whereby she cries heavily as Ivan because she can't be with Ivan and she seeks help. That's why Victoria Justice is now a psychotic woman, because I told you don't fucking touch my wife and don't separate us. You guys are a mess, you're wicked people. And that's why she's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I was time going to Blue Blaze. I go to Blue Blaze at 3:30 around now. I'll go swimming. Yeah. And I'll get I'll get my 25 pack and a 40. Then the rest of the week I'll just get a pack of smokes. I'm gonna ask the manager if I can get tomorrow off. I don't want to work tomorrow, man. want to just work out and focus on my physical, my mental, all that stuff. Right? I'm waiting for Wolverine to get back to me, but they're not getting back to me, man. I went to the office yesterday. I brought all my missing documents and all that stuff, but they don't yeah. Obviously, I should get my check in maybe 2 3 weeks. I should get my first welfare check from Welfare Quebec. My $1,000 check. Yeah. Do they make coffee upstairs? Let me see if they make coffee. I need coffee right now. Do they make coffee? I don't know. All right, guys. They made new fresh coffee, and Welfare Quebec did send me a letter. I don't know what they sent me though. But this might be about the missing information, but I already gave my missing information yesterday. So I don't know. I'll read the letter after I make the video, right? They sent me my letter a while for Quebec. Finally. I haven't heard from them in like a month and a half, man. Yeah. Why do you want a girlfriend badly? Oh yeah, I do. That's why I'm so serious with losing this weight, man. My hormones are through the roof. I know me getting a girlfriend will help me with my mental health and my depression and all that stuff, right? Because the keys makes me very depressed because the whole will read my mind. And I have anxiety and panic attacks and depression, obviously. And Victoria Justice crying is also taking a toll on my sleep. And Victoria Justice is also a cheating whore. She doesn't care about Ivan's peace in his life. Hence why I work out to lose the weight and I feel better with myself. I know gay and girlfriend will get my mind off things. Why even you have me? I'm like, Victoria, get this through your fucking head, man. The world's gonna make me pay. There's no point of me saying my vagina for me. You know it, man. Yeah. You're looking at thousands of women line up to have sex with Ivan BJ. There's no point in me saying vagina for you. You know it. Yeah, man. You're looking at all the Hollywood women. I don't know, there's a good, what, like 15,000, 20,000 working Hollywood actresses in Hollywood. Yeah, my guess is the Hollywood actresses and some of the famous YouTubers and the famous, obviously. You know, even like all the Hollywood celebrities and some of the famous YouTubers and all that stuff. And even the models too, famous models are lining up to have sex with you. How much? I don't know, like 20,000 women. Are you fucking crazy? I don't want to do that, man. Man, if you don't do that, you're never gonna see Victoria Justice, man. You guys are fucking great people. I don't want to fucking do that, man. You guys are a mess, man. You know. Because like Victoria Justice's real mess is with the famous, obviously. But Victoria Justice probably did bang a few average people too, but like her real mess is with the famous people. If Victoria Justice is a sell, she's living the famous life in Hollywood. So for Victoria Justice's real mess is with the Hollywood actors and musicians and maybe some YouTubers too here and there, some models. She fucked the famous people, obviously. Just like Ivan O'Mara will be when he pays the fee, is banging all the famous people, obviously. Because the Hollywood women are fucking selfish people, yeah. All those men got a piece of VJ's archer, and we want a piece of Ivan's husband, VJ's husband, Ivan. Who's wide. We want a piece of Ivan, too. Yeah. But Ivan, because Victoria Justice is a crazy psychopath, she actually believes I won't mess up with one woman. Ivan will just do his business. He bangs them in the business, and when like hundreds of catty women hit on him, he'll repel them all from me because Victoria Justice is like, all right, well, I'm gonna keep fucking on these guys. I'm like, Victoria Justice, man, you know what's not gonna happen. I'm now a man whore, and they're fucking catty women, just like those men are dogs. I now have the sexual urges. There's no way I'm not gonna mess up with some chicks like VJ. You know it. Yeah, I'm God. I fucked up with the men in Hollywood. They're dogs. And I told you. One reason why BJ messed up with the dogs in Hollywood, the men in Hollywood are very attractive men. Most of them, anyways, right? Are very attractive men. I see the television shows and the movies. I'm like, yeah, I see why BJ fucked up. Man. Those guys are handsome and attractive. On the outside, they're garbage and trash, but they're attractive on the outside. That's why it was tough for BJ to stay. Yeah, I'm not surprised why it was tough for BJ to stay with some of these guys. They're fucking attractive guys. It's just like a lot of women in Hollywood, most of the women in Hollywood are very attractive women, BJ. You know about, but yeah, they're attractive catty women. Yeah, they are. You know it, BJ. They're fucking attractive catty women. And I'll be 194. I'll be fucking handsome. Yeah. Oh, even man, they're dogs, man. They went dogging on me. Yes, BJ. And the catty women are going to go catty on Ivan. But the difference between me and VJ, obviously, even though those men went dogging on VJ, Victoria Justice is garbage and trash. Was when I pay the fee, I'm going to be fresh. I have my armor, but my protection. from STDs. Ivan and Mary is fresh. So those women are getting the fresh sex from Ivan. That's why they're going to go complete catty on me. Because they know Ivan and Mary is fresh. I also have my gum lips too. They're going to go catty on your husband Ivan too, VJ. You know that. I don't care if they go super catty on Ivan and Ivan has such a hurt. You repel them on me. It's crazy. When you can't even repel the guys. As when you pay the fee, Ivan, Victoria Justice will be continuously fucking the guys behind your back until you save her. That's how messy VJ's messes. Because VJ, I might pay the fee in maybe 17 years when I'm 50, right? The gates might delay it. I might pay the fee when I'm 50, man. Because I remember VJ in that Shake song saying, it doesn't matter if you're rich or 50. You know what I'm saying? So think about this, Ivan. If you pay the fee in, let's say, 15 years, 17 years, Victoria Justice will be continuously fucking these guys for the next 17 years. Then finally I pay the fee at 50, and VJ's been fucking these guys for 20 plus years, and she expects me to repel them for her. She's fucking crazy. When you know what's not gonna happen, VJ, I'm now a whore like you, and they're gonna go count me, and I have the sexual urges. Yeah. And one reason why the mess happened, Victoria Justice took me back. She was stupid. Yeah, I love the attention. All the animals are coming after me now. I'm gonna be stupid and fuck these guys. Ivan's lost. He's depressed. He doesn't know he has a life. I'm gonna take him for granted. I'm gonna fuck all these guys. Ivan's never gonna know, and I hate seeing hell. And now the karma came her way off. The karma came VJ's way. Yeah. She is a crazy woman. Alright, if you pay the fee at 50, will the Zayas movie happen? No, it won't. I'm the Great Escape and all those movies with Keanu Reeves on, so it won't happen. I'll most likely end up doing Spider-Man Miles Morales, like a 5-movie with Miles Morales with VJ. But what I'll do is I'll have a lot of the Zayna stars in the movie, in the trilogy. You can have John Boyega in the movie, Yvonne Joji in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. You can even have Peter Jackson direct one of your movies too. You can still sign Peter to his massive deal, Peter Jackson, right? That way, okay, if I pay the fee at 50 and Zane's movie doesn't happen, if my plans get fucked, you can still have John Boyega and all of them sign 5-movie deals for your movie, right? You can have them be supporting characters for your movie, right? That way, yeah. That's why I cross my fingers. I hope I don't pay the fee when I'm 50. Otherwise, my plans for Zane's will be fucked up. See, I won't be able to do Zane's. I'm most likely I won't be able to do the Great Escape 2 because Keanu Reeves will be too old. He'll be in his 80s. All these guys will be too old. The Great Escape won't happen either. I'm most likely end up doing Spider-Man Miles Morales if I pay the fee when I'm 50 with VG. See. And I get a 50-year-old VG, but the whole thing is set up. Even though I know at 50 I'll be very handsome because men at 50 still look good, but women at 50 start to age and everything. But the whole thing is up whereby when me and VJ get to go in beauty, we look like we're like 35. Because I know Victoria Justice has that fear, yeah, man. Like, if Ivan pays the fee at 50, like, Ivan might not want a 50-year-old Victoria Justice. That's what really, really pisses me off. But it's a setup whereby those women, when they start to hit 50, they don't look as good as they did when they were in their 40s. They're still good. Once they hit 50, they look old and everything. But the whole thing is up where Ivan and VJ look ageless. We get to going beauty, even though I'm 50, I look like I'm like 35, 33 years old. VJ looks like she's like 33 with going beauty. It's a setup, obviously. Yeah, hopefully, let's try to delay this and Ivan gets a 50-year-old VJ, but it's a setup. And VJ gets a 50-year-old Ivan. But 50-year-old Ivan's still fucking handsome. As men are still handsome at 50, right? Look at Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is 60 now and the man's still fucking handsome. Keanu Reeves is a very, very, very handsome man. Yo, he's handsome. Yeah, there's what I'm talking about. Keanu Reeves is a very, very handsome man on the outside, right? He's garbage and trash, but he's handsome on the outside. Keanu Reeves. And he's 60, but he still looks good. Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, fucking handsome animals, those guys, right? Yeah. But the Zayas movie should happen. I should pay the fee in maybe 7-8 years. Obviously. If John Boyega and all of them are like 45, 44, 46, they can still film the movie, but once they're in their mid-50s, they're too old to play the role. What I can do is I can do Spider-Man Miles Morales with VJ, and I can have them be supporting characters. You can sign John Boyega, Not all the Zanies actors, but you can sign John Boyega, Yvonne Joj to like 5 movie deals, to a 5 movie deal, which is even better than the Zanies, right? They get to do a 5 movie deal, 5 movies with you. Yeah, 3, 4, 5 movie deal, and they're supporting characters in the movie. See what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. Everyone knows that, but I'm like, no, John, you get 10. I'm not paying you 20. Stop being greedy. That's a dumb one. I'm saying, yeah. Like, John, I'm not going to pay you 20, man. Stop being greedy, man. You get 10, man. You're not worth 20, I'm sorry. You signed like a $27 million. That's a good deal for you, John. I'm sorry. Yeah. Going back to the girlfriend thing. Yeah. Why? If you pay the fee in 17 years, will you date your girlfriend for 17 years? Probably not. I'll do a thing where I'll probably end up having multiple girlfriends. Maybe 3 girlfriends, 4 girlfriends. If I end up paying the fee when I'm 50, I'll end up having maybe 3 girlfriends. In 17 years, you can have 3 girlfriends. You date a chick for 5 years, you dump her, and you get another chick. Because they're all going to be aging, right? Yeah. Like, pray to God I don't pay the fee when I'm 50, man. But I remember VJ in that Shake song, it doesn't matter if you're rich or 50. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the whole thing is up, man. If you want to delay me and VJ being King Queen because you can't stand the fact that me and VJ being together, all you guys are, all these Hollywood celebrities are now older. John Campea and Robert Burnett will be in their 70s when I'm king, and then they're now all old, and me and VJ are King Queen. The whole thing is up, obviously. So if you want, and the gatekeepers will be old when if I pay if you want I'm 50, right? They'll be like in their 80s, the folks. And now I'm king, and they're now almost passing away, and I'm living forever in the world with VJ, and then they're gonna pass away. That's why the whole thing is up, and I'm gonna look ageless with VJ with small outgoing beauty. It's a setup, obviously. But VJ does have that worry. Fuck, man. If they delay it, man, like Ivan might not want to be with me because I'm fucking 50. Yeah, that's what pisses me off. You think I'm gonna make rules for you after seeing, I don't know, a 50-year-old Victoria Justice if I pay the fee when I'm like almost 50, man? You're fucking crazy people, man. Peace and love, VJ. You gotta deserve. Like, oh, I'm not gonna have that deal, right? You guys are wicked people, man. You're a mess I made, yeah. I wonder what the welfare office sent me, man. I think it might be the missing information, but I already brought the information yesterday. Because the lady told me, yeah, you can bring the information before they even send the letter. This might be that letter. You're missing the information, but I already brought the missing information yesterday to the office. Obviously. Yeah. So I have to set up, yes. If you guys, because you guys are happy as a me and VJ relationship, if you want to delay this thing, yeah, Ivan's gonna get a 50-year-old VJ. VJ gets a 50-year-old Ivan. The whole thing is up, man. When I get the going beauty, me and VJ look younger. We don't look 50. We look like we're in our 30s. It's a setup. Yeah, and we stay young forever. And if you guys want to delay this thing for me and VJ being king and queen because you don't want me being king and queen, if you want to wait 17 years, you guys are going to be older, and you know what I'm saying? John Camp and Ron Mayer Burnett will be old. If I pay the fee in 17 years, Ron Mayer Burnett will be like 70. He's like 58 now. He'll be like in his 76, 77. He's now pushing 80. John Campea will be in his 70s too. John Campea is 50 now. he'll be about 70, man. And all these guys are old. All these executives in Hollywood are old. All these Hollywood actors are now old. Some of them passed away. Keanu Reeves is now in his 80s, like late 70s. It's a setup, obviously. And the gatekeepers are now in their 80s, too. They're old. It's a setup, obviously. Can't do God here. Yeah, there you go. Cannot do God. But it will be crazy if I pay the fee in like 17 years from now when I'm 50. That means all these people who I knew at Darcy are all now like 50 and they have like, their kids are all like graduating high school, man. It's crazy. The people I knew at Darcy, their kids are all graduating high school. And Ivan, yeah, and I might be a 50-year-old virgin. I don't know if I get a girlfriend. I should get a girlfriend. But yeah, I should pay the fee in like 7, maybe 8 years from now. I'll pay the fee, guys. So the journey of me becoming king with and queen with VJ is soon, guys. And you're taking it for granted. Emma. And the gate's not touching my money, man. Zero. That money's for me, VJ. It's not for you. There you go. Zero, not touching my money. There you go. Zane's brand's mine, it's not yours. Yeah. Yeah. When you were a very attractive man in high school, I was attractive. You guys saw my pictures, but I wasn't as attractive as I am now. But I was a very, very funny kid in high school. Everyone, I was known. Ask anyone in Darcy, yeah, Ivan was the funniest guy in high school. He was fucking funny, and I was so funny. Everyone was copying my gimmicks, man. My jokes, my gimmicks. Everyone around the school, it went viral. They're all copying my gimmicks. I'm not lying. Everyone was copying my gimmicks, man. Obviously, Ivan, how popular were your gimmicks? My gimmicks were so popular that everyone in Darcy was copying my gimmicks. And in grade 10, my younger stepbrother, he went to Immaculata in Ottawa, and he used my gimmicks at that school. And everyone at that school was now copying his gimmicks, which he got from me. Obviously, yeah, that's how funny I am. I was a very funny kid in high school, very funny, obviously. But I had no girlfriends. Zero girlfriends in high school. Was all these guys all had girlfriends in high school. I never had any of that in high school. I never had any of that in high school. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, Ivan, all your friends had girlfriends in high school. Either girlfriends or they flinged with women, right? And I told you the one guy who's now he's a successful electrician. He makes, I don't know, it was $100,000 a year. He bought a beautiful house like near where I live, right? Near the Dinties area, near where I live, right? Obviously, he bought a house near that pool place the pool place. It's like it's pretty close to it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I remember he always told me how he was flinging with his chick. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting my dick sucked and everything. He was hooking up with his chick. I think the chick he hooked up with is now his wife. I think that's the chick he flinged with in high school, and they're now married and they have, I think, 1 or 2 kids together. Yeah. And my best friend in high school, he had 2 girlfriends, attractive girlfriends too, and he hooked up with them too. Obviously, at the party, he hooked up with his. I think he lost his virginity to his first girlfriend. My best friend at the time in high school, he had a mulatto girlfriend. I went to the party with his brothers and everything, and he lost his virginity to the chick. Yeah. I remember the next day they had hickeys on the neck. Yeah. And he had another girlfriend after that, who I think is arguably hotter than the mulatto chick, right? He had 2 like attractive girlfriends. And back in high school, he wasn't that attractive of a guy. He wasn't ugly. He was an okay looking guy, but back then he didn't. He was fat and everything. He didn't take care of himself. Whereas now he's skinnier now, he looks good and everything. He's actually a good looking guy now, like a 7 out of 10 now. He's a good looking guy now. But back in high school, he wasn't that good looking guy. Even when he was not a good looking guy, he still managed to get 2 hot girlfriends. He had 2 attractive girlfriends. But he only dated them for like 2 months at a time and they broke up, obviously. Yeah. Obviously. And my other friends, they had girlfriends or flings. You know what I'm saying? I never had any of that. That's why I'm not gonna let Victoria do that. Victoria Justice did it all, Ivan. Even in high school, VJ had girlfriends. I mean, boyfriends in high school, Victoria Justice. Even in high school, Victoria Justice had boyfriends. Yeah, I had boyfriends in high school. I had a prom date and everything. Yeah, Victoria Justice did it all, Ivan, man. Hence why you deserve to get your girlfriend, man. I'm 33. I'm a 33-year-old virgin, man. I never had a girlfriend. I deserve to get my girlfriend. I told you, Ivan, when you get your girlfriend, you have to keep it low key. Nobody can know. Otherwise, your relationship will get sabotaged and demons are going to manifest, obviously. You have to keep it low key. Because I'm special. Don't hate him. I'm from that. I'm from space. Man from the heavens, fresh and healthy. Whereas all these guys who are attractive around the world, they may be attractive, but they're tuna fish, rotten eggs, garbage, and trash. Whereas Ivan is fresh and healthy. He doesn't have any disease. And I have my gum lips. That's one reason why it gets to VJ too, because VJ, even though she's seen the guys in Hollywood, she's stuck with a tuna fish, man, and the garbage and the trash in Hollywood. Even though I like these guys, man, like Ivan, man, every time I have sex with them, the room smells like fucking ass. Sometimes I have to put the fan on, man. It smells like fucking rotten eggs and ass. She's stuck with the garbage with her Justice in Hollywood. It's dirty sex. Even though I fuck the shit out of the guys, Ivan, it's dirty sex, man. They're fucking like, they're garbage, Ivan. Yeah, she's stuck with the garbage. And she knows the fresh, handsome Ivan the Mayor is meant for her, but we're separated. That's why it drives her crazy for Ivan to touch a chick, because she knows that chick is getting the fresh fruits Ivan O'Mara. Where she's stuck with the garbage and trash and all Victoria Justice. Yeah, but I told you, because Victoria Justice is garbage and trash, she doesn't care what the guys have. Because Victoria Justice is also garbage and trash too. She's tuna fish, garbage, rotten eggs, and trash too. So she doesn't care what the guys have. Yeah, I'm already burned. I'm garbage. I don't care if this guy burns me some more. I'm gonna burn him too. Let's fuck together and we share our garbage and our trash and our stickiness. Yeah, Victoria Justice is garbage and trash. So she doesn't care what the guys have in Hollywood. She fucks them anyways. She's a crazy woman. Yeah. I'm sorry. Almost under, guys. Yeah. The only thing about getting a girlfriend, I know all these women are ex, which means they're garbage and trash, man. That's the thing, though, right? Which can gross me out a little bit because I'm a holy man. I know it'll smell like fish, but the room won't smell as bad because I'm not garbage, but the chick is garbage, so the room will smell a little bit, obviously, whereby I might have to put the fan on, but my area doesn't smell like fish. It smells like it's fresh fruit. It's not tuna fish. My area, it's fresh. Yeah. Whereas VJ, because she's garbage and those men are garbage, when they have sex and everything, the room obviously smells like ass, like tuna fish and rotten eggs. The room smells like ass, but she's stuck with, Victoria Justice is stuck with the garbage, man, in Hollywood. And she knows it. That's why, fuck, man. You know I'm fucking all these guys, I'm stuck with the garbage. That chick is getting fresh Ivan. And I'm stuck with the trash. Victoria Justice is stuck with the trash in Hollywood. Yeah, man. As I'm in the garbage dump, right? Yeah. Because I'm not from here. I'm from space. Space is not like Earth. Earth is like the garbage dump compared to space. I'm from the beautiful space and the heavens and the sky. You guys are from here. When I came to Avija, I came to the garbage dump. This is the garbage dump compared to where I'm from. I'm from space, man. This is the garbage dump from compared to where me and VJ from. VJ was fresh and fruit too, but because she got touched by Mr. X, now she's garbage and trash, obviously. So for her to be healed and have a fresh area, smell of fruit like peach, beautiful area, I have to save her. For her to get her healing, for her to see the light. Obviously. But right now, Victoria Justice is tuna fish, rotten eggs. She's garbage and trash, Victoria Justice. Yeah, man. She's garbage and trash. Yeah. Oh, we talk to her, guys. I don't know, 30 minutes. I can talk for now in 40 minutes. I'm done here, guys. That's it. I'll go swimming at 3 at the pool place. Well, I even vlog. No, man, I'm not vlogging anymore for you guys at the pool place. I just go there. I go with my phone. I listen to music and I just do my swimming and I go home. I'll get my 40 and my 25 pack of smokes and yeah, I'm not doing the daily vlogging anymore for you guys. Gary fucking server. I'm not have guys do that. No way. Yeah. Why? Who's a chick you really want to go for right now? The Dinty chick, the morning chick. I like her a lot. She's probably she probably might be one of my biggest. No, the biggest crush I ever had was a blonde chick at Darcy. Obviously, it took me years to get over her, but I want to go for the Dinty chick. Obviously, yeah. I want to go for the Dinty chick. Obviously, the Dinty chick. I want to go for her. Yeah. She told me she was leaving in September or August because she graduated from university. She's a counselor. She did counseling in what? She did like a counseling program, whatever it is, in the university at Ottawa U, right? She told me, and she said, yeah, I'll be getting a good paying job like 80 like in a good like 2 months. But she still works there because I asked the guy, yeah, Ivan, she still works here. And I heard the other chick who I knew since grade 6, who I went to Darcy with, she works at Denny's, obviously. She's a bigger chick, obviously. She's one of the waiters. She was talking about working with her and everything. So the chick still works there. I have to switch my shifts to Tuesdays instead of Wednesdays. That way I can talk to her. So I think she still works Tuesdays. But she's done school now. But I asked to work Wednesdays instead of Tuesdays. I have to ask the manager if he can switch me to Tuesdays instead of Wednesdays so I can talk to her. Ivan, you gotta keep it low key, man. Nobody can know, right? You gotta keep your relationship low key, otherwise demons can manifest. Obviously, and never bring your date here to your house. Your family, your enemies. They're not your friends, man. They won't let you be with VJ, and they bang your wife behind your back. They can turn into demons, and what? And what? And your stepbrother, if you bring your your date to your house and you have dinner at your house, man, your brothers will be filled with envy. And they're like, yeah, I want to fuck this shit, man. I want to fuck things up. Man. They're gonna try to fuck your girlfriend, Ivan. Honestly, yeah, right. Your girlfriend never cheated on you. Yes, but they're dogs. They're dogs, man. Yeah, they're dogs. My brothers are, yeah. Just like I had that thought, Victoria Justice would never bang my brothers behind my back, but she did. Like Victoria Justice is so wicked. She even fucked your own brother, your own stepbrothers behind your back, man. That's why she's scared of the karma with her sister and her mother and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm scared of the karma with Mass and Grace with Ivan. Fuck, I don't want Mass touching Ivan. Well, VJ, you do know that members of your family are all going to want a piece of Ivan too. Just like all members of my family want a piece of you, all members of your family are going to want a piece of me too. You know it, VJ. That's why she's running with me once I play the Phoebe Tour Justice. She knows you guys are massive. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So if you bring your girlfriend here, yeah, if you bring your girlfriend here, Ivan, and your brothers know what the chick looks like, they're gonna go behind your back and get her number. They're gonna bang her behind your back, guaranteed, man. They're gonna do whatever they can to fuck things up in your life because they're wicked people. They're actors. They're your family and not your friends, Ivan. They're your enemies. They're the ones who ultimately made the choice to do this evil to you. They're your enemies. They're not your friends. And so never bring your girlfriend here. Otherwise, the bullshit's gonna happen. If I find out that my stepbrother's banged my girlfriend, I would dump my girlfriend's ass and they would crush me. And I'd probably cry like, God, like, what the fuck, man? Can I get one break in my life? I'm sorry, man. You're my special son from the heavens, man. You made a man. I made a mess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, even VJ will be a demon. Well, the fact that your own wife, Ivy, or Justice, will be a demon, you know what I'm saying? Like, your brothers will be demons too. As they're wicked people, obviously. They bang my wife on my back. And they're wicked people. They're your enemies. I remember yesterday I had a conversation with my younger stepbrother, obviously. We're talking about like Burger King and Wendy's and all that stuff, right? And I got to the topic with women, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He keeps saying that he's a virgin. I'm like, man, you're a fucking liar, man. Like, I don't believe one word coming out of your lying mouth, man. You're a fucking liar. You're not a virgin. He's like, Ivan, man, like, I'm not lying to you, man. I'm a virgin, man. Well, he was getting, like, very animated and all, like, pissed off. I'm like, look, man, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you banged a chick. Ivan, man, I never banged a chick, but I'm a virgin, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never banged a chick, Ivan. I'm like, you're a fucking liar, man. Like, you're one. I'm like, look, man, fine. If you really are a virgin, I know you're trying to be like me. You're not me. I know you're trying to be holy like me. Because they act like Christians, obviously, right? I know you're trying to be holy like me and all that stuff. But you're not me, obviously. I'm like, look, man, if you really are a virgin, fine. I'm just saying, if you're lying, that's fucking cold. To lie to my face of that, man, and say you're a virgin when you're not really a virgin. Yeah, I'm all lying, man. I'm a virgin, man. I swear. Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I swear to Jesus, to God, I'm a virgin, man. I'm like, yeah, you're a fucking liar. I don't believe you're a virgin. You're a fucking liar. You banged a woman in your life, man. You banged my wife, man. You're a fucking liar, man. Yeah, man. Fucking liar. Yeah. So your family are actors. Yeah, they're actors. I remember my brothers when they played football and everything, because both my brothers played college and everything. You know what I'm saying? I remember my older stepbrother, he played football. He played football obviously in Ottawa and all that stuff. He also had scholarship opportunities. He had like University of Buffalo and like Liberty University and universities in the States that are interested in him, obviously, and also universities in Canada. He ended up playing in Canada, but he also had universities in the States interested in him, obviously. The whole thing was, I remember he told me, yeah, even man, I want to make the NFL or like make the CFL. He told me that. My older sister, I remember my younger sister is like, yeah, I want to make the NFL and everything. Obviously, because my brothers played sports like in like amateur sports, they were very good players. They were like the best players on their team. In the amateur, in the pros, they didn't do as good, obviously, but there was an act, obviously. But in the amateur, they were like the best players on their team, obviously. Yeah, especially my youngest brother. My youngest brother, when he played receiver, he was an amazing receiver. He was the best player on. He was the best receiver in the league and everything, man. Like my oldest brother was an amazing linebacker, but he wasn't as good as my youngest brother. He got sick. He gained a little weight and he played O line. He wasn't as good as the O line, but when he played receiver, he was an amazing receiver. All these guys in Darcy and everything. Yeah, Ivan's younger. Like, even though Ivan's older brother is an amazing linebacker, he's not like his younger brother. My younger brother was an amazing receiver, man. He was an amazing receiver. Obviously, he was the best receiver on his team by far. He was the best receiver in the league, man, in the amateur sports and everything. But unfortunately, he got sick and he gained a lot of weight, and he ended up playing O-line in college. He wasn't that good of an O-line in college, obviously. I remember he told me, I want to make the NFL, man. And the whole thing was an act. They're the fucking sons of the gatekeepers. It was an act. They didn't care about making the NFL or the CFL. They already had their multi-trillion wills. The whole thing was an act, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, well, my older brothers were such good players. Every time when they played in like leagues, they were like the best players on their team all the time. All the time, they were like the best players on their team, obviously, in amateur sports, obviously. Especially my youngest brother. My youngest brother was even more talented than my oldest brother. My oldest brother was an amazing linebacker and everything, but he wasn't on the same level as my youngest brother. My youngest brother was an amazing receiver, like one-handed catches. He was the fastest player on his team. He even did track. And by the time he was like 17, he was already running like a 4.4 on the 40, man. He was very, very talented, my brother. When he was skinny and everything, he did track and everything. He did track too. When he did track, he won. He won the whole competition in track competition. He did track and field. He ran a 4.4 at like age 17. He was already running a 4.4 and everything. He was an amazing receiver, obviously. He was a very talented receiver, man. He was the best receiver in the whole league, man. Yeah, and the whole thing, oh my god, man, like they're gonna go to the CFO or the NFL. The whole thing was a fucking act, man. Yeah, I mean, it was an act. We didn't really care about going to the NFL or CFO, but we have our huge will, our huge multi-trillion-dollar will. The NFL, we're much richer than all these players, man. The whole thing was an act. They never really cared about making the CFO or the NFL. My older brother playing college, even though he did amazing in college, he was like the best defensive player on the team and everything. The whole thing was an act. They never really cared about making the CFO or the NFL. It was an act. As they have more money than all the NFL players and all the CFL players. It's a fucking act. Yeah, man. The whole thing was an act. But I remember the couple guys who I went to Darcy with. I remember there was a couple guys who I went to Darcy with, who I played football with, obviously. Everyone always talked about how Ivan's brothers are amazing players and everything. I remember we had a conversation, like, yeah, who's better, like Ivan's older stepbrother or younger brother? Ivan's older stepbrother is an amazing linebacker. He has potential, but like he's not his younger brother. His younger brother is such an amazing receiver. The guy's gonna go in the NFL, man. Obviously, but he was an act. Obviously, yeah, it was an act. The whole thing was an act. Yeah, I told you my younger stepbrother got sick. Like he was skinny and everything, and around 17 years old, he got sick. He gained like a lot of weight. He became fat. And all of a sudden he wasn't fast anymore. He didn't play receiver anymore. When he went to college, he played D-line, O-line. He wasn't that good of an O-lineman, D-line, but as a receiver, he was amazing. He was very, very talented. As he did track and field, and by 17 years old, he was running a 4.4, a 4.440 at 17. He was ready running a 4.4 at 17, and he won the whole track and field competition, man. Like I said, brother was when he was skinny and receiver, he was very, very talented. Everyone was saying how he's going to the NFL, man, but the whole thing was an act. He didn't care. Him going to the CFL NFL was an act. They already had their huge multi-trillion dollar world. The whole thing was an act. Obviously. Were you good at sports? I was, but I wasn't as good as my brothers, obviously, right? My brothers were very good at at playing sports. They were always like the best players on the team and everything when they played sports and everything, right? Yeah. Obviously. The whole thing was an act. Your youngest brother, yeah, he ran a 4.445 at age 17. He was already running a 4.5. Like that's how much that's how much NFL players do at the combine. He was already running a 4.544 at age 17. And he did track and field. And the track and field guy told him, yeah, you have potential to be a star in track and field. Because he was doing football and track and field. Obviously, this is when he was skinny before he got sick and fat, obviously. He was already running. He won the track and field competition. He won it, man. At 17, he won the whole competition at track and field. And he had a track and field goal. Yeah, you have potential to make millions and everything and be successful. But the whole thing was an act. As what? They already have their multi-trillion dollar will. They're the sons of the gatekeepers. The whole thing was an act. I told you I was pretty good at sports, but I wasn't like as good as my brothers, obviously. But when it comes to art, that's where I shine. I'm a fucking I have my potential is unlimited when it comes to art. I'm an amazing storyteller. I can write books. I can act. I can sing. I can do all that stuff. Right? Yeah. Samsara. That's why I do not have any to do with that. Hey, it was this guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I talked for an hour and 50 minutes. Good enough. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Stay tuned for my video. I don't know, this Saturday or Sunday. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Peace out, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Peace. No ham, son.